now for a special KBRF Radio Sports streaming presentation. Tonight's game is proudly brought to you by Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota player of the game. Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups. Park Region and your Park Region scoreboard. Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region timeout. The Minnesota Motor Company and your Minnesota Motor Company halftime show. Viking Cafe and your Viking Cafe keys to the game. Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy Incorporated. Fergus Falls Monument. Otter Tail Coaches. Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's. American Federal Bank. FM Bank. Service Food. Unsted Plumbing and Heating. Splash Express. American Legion Post number 30. Lake Country Graphics. LB Homes. And by Running Stitches. Now let's head out for the pregame.
Hey, we're back. Welcome to the Runestone Community Ice Arena as the Otter boys will be taking on the Alexandria Cardinals. And we're going to make sure we get things rolling here. So both teams are 5-7. And we're set to go here. And again, There's two of those things running probably. That's why I can't do that, but I want to get that off somehow. So, all right. Yeah, 5-7 for the Otters, 5-7 for the Alexandria Cardinals. Otter girls lose by a score of 8-1. And we're here at the Community Ice Arena. Billy Lambers is our game side engineer. As Zamboni's doing its work here and getting some things done here as we look to get this second game going here. And and let's see here. I'm trying to get a couple of things set here. All right, our pregame show continues. Thanks for tuning in on 977 and also on our streaming outlets on the Fergus Now app and on the KBRF Radio YouTube channel. So doubleheader here tonight as we're set to go here. And again, the Otters girls lost 8-1 in the first game, and we got the second game set to go here. This is not a section game anymore. It is a Central Lakes Conference game, as every 2 years the high school leagues resection the teams, and both boys and girls for Alexandria are big enough so they're bumped up into AA now. They play in 8AA. Otter girls and boys play in Section 6A. We are going to take a break and come back with Otter head coach Mike Donahue as we get things rolling here on the second of our doubleheader.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Lake Region Healthcare joins you in shouting loud, cheering strong, and jumping for joy. Keeping our community healthy and spirited is the top priority at Lake Region Healthcare.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ugsted Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ugsted Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
For over 50 years, Otter Tail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Otter Tail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles to Quality Toyota to get a great deal, and we've done it 13 times.
I'm joined by Mike Donahue, head coach of the Otters. And Mike, we played last Saturday against Northern Lakes, and I think we made some good strides in that game coming in on the short end of it. Talk about that one a bit before we talk about the Cardinals.
Yeah, we liked our compete level. I think for 51 minutes that game, our guys got after it. Played pretty consistent hockey. I think our big takeaway at the end of that was paying attention to details. We got a couple shooting lanes. We give up the 2 goals on shots from points where, we just need to take a little different route, a little different angle to take that shooting lane away and get a stick in there. And in the third goal, the real backbreaker was with, 3.5 minutes left or whatever it was, where it was just face-off responsibilities and being able to take care of your job. And the games are long. There's a lot of different things that happen and take place throughout the game, and it's a matter of just staying focused each and every time to take care of those details.
Come down to Alexandria today to take on the Cardinals. They're at 8-2A now, but it still doesn't take the luster off this game because we love to play Alexandria. They love to play us.
Yeah, 94 rivalry, and the kids have played them their entire youth growing up, and same districts, and lots of good competitive games. A lot of good memories from the old Runestone Arena here, so hopefully we can come out ready to go tonight.
What are some keys to the game here, brought to you by the Viking Cafe tonight against Alexandria?
Well, I mentioned the first thing. I said we need to pay attention to details. We know Alec, they always play with good structure. They try to play a fast game. They try to play a good transition game. And if we're going to be able to counter that at all, we got to pay attention to our details, take care of those things that we need to look at, and then we need to play with some grit tonight. Our team, I think, when we're gritty, we're competing, we're playing hard in the corners, we're playing hard in the grade A areas. We're a tough team to beat, so I think those are a couple of things that we really need to focus on, and that hopefully if we can do those things and find the back of the net. We play these good hockey teams. Northern Lakes has a great goalie. They packed it in. We only score 1. You got to find ways. And I've mentioned it before, if we're going to win, we need 3, we need 4 goals to win. So we need to try to find some ways to find the back of the net.
All right, Mike, let's have a good against the Cardinals tonight. It'd be good to start the week off like this.
All right, thanks, Mark.
Mike Donahue, head coach of the Otters, come back after this break.
The indoor sale. Of course we moved all the vehicles inside so you can shop in comfort.
It's the indoor sale. Of course we have cider and donuts.
It's the indoor sale. Of course Blake is practicing his dance moves.
It's the indoor sale.
Of course we have balloons.
It's our indoor sale. Of course all of our used inventory is on sale. And it comes with a Minnesota Motor $300 gift card.
It's the indoor sale at Minnesota Motor Company, Saturday, January 17th.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. Just like their student athletes, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Hey, welcome back to the Runestone Community Ice Arena, where the Otters are taking on the Alexandria Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in on 977 and also on the Fergus Now app and on the KBRF Radio YouTube channel. Billy Lammers is our game side engineer. I'm Mark Johnson. Let's preview this one and talk about it a bit and kind of see what we got going on here as far as both of these teams. As far as statistically, the Otters are 5-7. They're averaging 2.92 goals a game. They're giving up 3.33. Their power play is at 23%. Penalty kill at 78.8%. And the Otters are coming off that loss last Saturday, 3-1 to Northern Lakes. Their opponent tonight, the Alexandria Cardinals, they come into tonight's game identical record, 5-7 on the year. Really identical stats in some regards. They're giving up more goals, though. Just 3.09 is your goals for. Goals against 4.33. Power play at 10.7. Penalty kill at 75.8. Here's how both teams will line up. The Otters will shake things up a little bit as far as their lines go. Luke Johnson will center Hunter Welly on the left and Parker Tilke on the right. Caden Zender will center Quinn Shilton on the left, Chase Johnston on the right. Third line, Zach Pierce will center Cullen Alt and Bennett Tilke on the right side. And Keaton Babolin, also one of the extra forwards here tonight. Defensively, Brant Sherman is paired with Luke Warder, Tanner Donahue, and Brody Krine, and Holden Stenstrom will start in goal. Cardinals will go like this. Evan Klemick will center Brody Berg on the left and Bennett Waldorf on the right. Owen Klemick will center Grady Olson on the left and also William Thornburg on the right. Harlan Ream will center Aaron Anderson on the left, Miles Breitzman on the right side, and then Reed Putman will center Weston Nyberg and Isaac Bruder. Your D partners are Connor Wang, Nick Schultz, Roger Anderson, and Aiden Schneiderhan, and then William Draper and Brolin McPhail. Brady Schluter will start in goal tonight here for the Cardinals. He split time with Owen Bruder in goal. Got the lights down here. I can't see it. Turned my flashlight on my camera here. We'll take a short break and we'll come back with our Nelson Auto Center starting lineups, our Ottertail Telecom scoreboard, brought to you by Ottertail Telecom Park Region Scoreboard. We'll come back after this break.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
Hey, welcome back. Again, the lights are off now, so I just got the flashlight here to get a little light for the studio. You can see what's going on. And they got the laser light show. We'll see it on the ice here in a minute. But, yeah, our scoreboard, we're getting ready for our Nelson Auto Center starting lineups. And it should be a good one here this evening as the Cardinals are coming out to their school song. And the Otters, again, with the new threads. They got some new uniforms this year. And we'll announce our starting lineups in just a minute. Starting out next, brought to you by Nelson Auto Center, located on Highway 210 West in Fergus Falls. Appreciate their sponsorship. For the Otters, in goal again will be senior Holden Stenstrom. Holden got his 1,000th save last week in that 3-1 loss to Northern Lakes. And right now he has a 91 save percentage and a 3.25 goals against average. At defense, number 15, Tanner Donahue, 2 goals, 6 assists. Brody Krine, 2 goals, 4 assists. At right wing will be Parker Tilke, 4 goals and 2 assists and 6 points. On the left side, Hunter Welly, 2 goals and 1 assist and 3 points. And then Luke Johnson, sophomore center, 6 goals, 8 assists, and 14 points here for the Otters. And again, the Otters are coached by Mike Donahue. Peter Johnson Isaac Young, and Mike Alt. For the visitors on the scoreboard, the home team, the Alexandria Cardinals, they'll go like this. In goal, number 31, Brady Schluter. He has a 4.43 goals against average, a 8.51 save percentage. One defense, number 20, Connor Wang. Wang on the season, 2 goals and 5 assists. Nick Schultz, his D partner, no goals and 6 assists. Centering the first line, Evan Klemick, wears number 21. He is a senior, 5 goals, 9 assists for 14 points. On the left side, number 11, Brody Berg, 10 goals, 5 assists, and 15 points. On the right side, Bennett Waldorf, 2 goals and no assists. Head coach Landon Olson, assisted by Adam Olson and Dusty Clarequist and Connor Bussey. Goalie coach is Zach Driscoll. Those are your Nelson Auto Center starting lineups, brought to you by Nelson Auto Center, Highway 210 West in Fergus Falls. And that concludes our pregame show. And again, the Otters right now, again with a record of 5-7 on the season. Billy, I'm having trouble getting this off here again. The pregame show overlay. Yeah. So, all right. We'll take a break for our national anthem. Come back with more.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Lake Region Healthcare joins you in shouting loud, cheering strong, and jumping for joy. Keeping our community healthy and spirited is the top priority at Lake Region Healthcare.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Otters Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Otters Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
What's your number? We've driven 57 miles to Quality Toyota to get a great deal, and we've done it 13 times.
Quality Toyota.
Hey, welcome back here to the... Here, hold on a second. Let's try this. All right. Welcome back. We got the scoreboard on here. Again, our scoreboard brought to you by Park Region Telephone. We're going to play some hockey here and get things rolling. Again, the Otter girls lose by a score of 8-1 in the opening game. And again, Ottertail Telecom scoreboard. We're set to go. We got 17 minutes on the clock. Both teams huddled around their goaltenders. And we're good to go here. Again, Alexandria 5-7. Otters are 5-7 as well. And we're going to play some hockey here. Get all set up here. Ready for a good night of boys hockey here too. Our Otters girls had a tough one here tonight. That's why you play them though. You got to play them here. And the Otter boys and Otter Cardinals, a lot of these guys know each other through the years. Senior Owen Klemick will face off here against Luke Johnson. So it's Parker Tilke, Luke Johnson, Hunter Welly. Hunter moving over to wing. Caden Zenner moving to center to the second line. Face off. It's going to be controlled here by Alexandria. And they will send it in. Puck goes behind the net over the near side. Played there by Cardinals out towards neutral ice. Back after it is Tanner Donahue. Tanner will pick it up. He'll go D-to-D with Brody Crine. Crine tried to get it to Welly. Couldn't get a stick on it. They're going to say it was tipped, though, and the Otters will go on the forecheck. Puck behind goaltender Schluter. Put it on the far corner. Owen Klimek tries to play it out. And the Cardinals now will move it out. Up to left side is Wang. Wang shot on. Save made there by Holden Stenstrom. Here's Luke Johnson. Right side pass to Welly. Off his stick. And picked up here by the Otters. Now they'll regroup, and it'll be sent out to neutral by Hunter Welly. Sent back in by the Cardinals. Goes off the stick of Owen Klimek. Sophomore center of the second line. And this game just underway. Thanks for tuning in on 977 and also the Fergus Now app and on the KBRF YouTube channel. Caden Zender battling there. Oh, with it comes Klimek. That's Owen Klimek. And here comes Chase Johnston. Chase will send it in. Kind of a bouncing puck there, and Schluter will look it up into his glove and make the save. And the Otters' second line of Caden Zender, Quinn Sheldon, and Chase Johnston. Then it's Zach Pierce, Colin Alt, and Bennett Tilke. And Zender will take the draw here against Owen Klimek. Face off is going to be won by the Otters. Chase Johnson with a shot that was blocked. Luke Warner out defensively along with Brant Sherman. Brant will pick it up. Has it taken away. Tried to find Grady Olson. It goes into the Otter zone. Picked up by Luke Warner. Tried to backhand it there. Grady Olson will pick it up in the corner. Sends it out to Klimek. Shot there. Blocked by Brant Sherman. They can hit him in the skate. Chase Johnson will send it forward. He'll hustle after it. It's going to be scooped up defensively there by Rogan Anderson. Goes behind goaltender Schluter. Comes out to the near side. Crine on defensively for the Otters. Headman pass to the right side. Good play by Brant Sherman. Picked up here now by Pierce. Zach Pierce tried to center it. Lost his stick. Comes out to Crine. He'll send one on, and a glove save is made there by the goaltender Schluter. It's a good start to this hockey game as Tanner Donahue joins his team partner Brody Crine and Zach Pierce, Bennett Tilke, and Colin Alt for the Otters. Draw is going to be won by the Otters. Comes out to Crine. He'll rip one through traffic. Sent over to the corner by Schluter, the goaltender. Colin Alt on the forecheck behind the net. Pierce is taken out. Comes to the near boards. Cardinals try to move it out of their own end. Picked up there by Aaron Anderson. Anderson trying to play it behind the D. Sends it into the corner. Donahue is there. Crine will come in after it. Battle for the puck in the near corner. Crine trying to get it to Zach Pierce. Good hustle behind the net there by Aaron Anderson of the Cardinals. He'll send it into the slot that goes right through traffic. William Draper went after it. Cardinals with 3 sets of D. The Otters playing primarily 2 sets of D here. Zender comes out. Coulter McGinnis looks like back out on the ice for the Otters. No, pardon me, not yet. We can't wait for Parker to get out. Now Luke Johnson will come out of that. That was Parker Tilke. Here's Luke up the right side. Luke's going to lean in. Stays on the puck. Driven into the corner. Welly after it. Johnson in the corner. Battling here for the Otters. Welly trying to get away the puck away there from Evan Klimek. We can't wait to get Coulter healthy 100% again. Walking in, a turnover. Oh, and the Otters just about give an easy one up, and then Stenstrom gets on top of the puck there. Good job by Holden. That one caromed off the back half wall. The Cardinals had a great opportunity. They missed the shot, bounced off the side of the net, and then Holden gets on top of it. And so Luke Johnson will take the draw here against Evan Klimek. Cardinals are going to win the draw in the corner. Battle for the puck there. 13:26 to play in the first period. Puck behind the net. Played over the far side by Brody Burke. Comes out to the point to Wang. Now it's going to be picked up here and a shot off the corner by Waldorf. Little zone time here for Alexandria. Puck behind the net. Out to the point to Wang. Wang's going to shoot, and that hits the side of the net. Almost looks like it's going to go in there, but it hits the side of the net. Now Johnson's going to tap it out. Brant Sherman. Welly puts a hit on his man. Johnson taps it forward to Sherman. Brad Sherman Gets through traffic. He's taken down. Could have possibly been a holding call there. No call there. And then an icing call here on the Cardinals. Icing call on Alexandria. But a good start to this one here for Fergus Falls. We have no score here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. 12:38 to play. Shots on goal, 4 for the Cardinals, 2 for the Otters. And Zender will take the draw here against Grady Olson. Draw's going to be won by the Otters. Quinn Wynn Sheldon trying to get it. It's going to be picked up there now defensively by Rogan Anderson. Puck out at neutral ice. Now into the Otters are going to try to gain the zone here. Brody Crine will tap it in, but it's going to go right to the Cardinals. Picked up by Anderson. He'll play it behind the goal to Schneiderend. Now it's going to be picked up by Owen Klemick. When Quinn Sheldon puts a hit on him, Chase Johnson gets dumped in the corner. Good physical hockey game here. Now Grady Olson at neutral ice. Grady Olson, drop pass. Tap back out. Quinn Wynn after it. Sheldon trying to come up with a puck. No, it's at neutral. Tap forward. And now picked up defensively there by Anderson. Cullen Alt is on. Benetilke is on. Zach Pierce is on. Up the right side. Into the corner. Chase Johnson sends it into the corner. Picked up here by the Cardinals. High slot. Zach Pierce is going to scoop it out of there. Here's Zach. Drops it for Cullen Alt. Cullen will chip it in with good touch. Zach Pierce will go on a heavy forecheck against McPhail. Back behind the net. Comes out to the near side. Luke Warner jumps it. Good play by Luke. Warner wears number 8. Luke Johnson wears number 7. Played in by Bennett Tilke. Cullen Alt will go in the corner after it. Played behind the net. Picked up by Draper, the defenseman, momentarily. Good pressure here by the third line of the Otters. Goes over to the far side. Brightsman will pick it up. Now to the near side for the Cardinals. At neutral ice. They'll dump it in. Get a change. Luke Johnson on, as is Parker Tilke. Brant Sherman plays it forward. Otters trying to get that puck to settle down. Brant Sherman tried to play it. It pops up high in the air. Picked up Sherman. Battle for the puck. And it comes out now to the Cardinals. Breaker opportunity for Brody Berg. Walks in. Backhand. He was tied up there nicely by the Otters. Luke Warner. Puck over to the far boards. 10:21 to play in the first period. Out to the point to Wang. Low on the ice. Stenstrom seeing it good. Takes care of business. Chipped out there by the Otters. Otters get a change. Crine and Donahue come on, as does Zender. And played into the line. Here's Grady Olson. Now here comes Sheldon onto the ice for the Otters. Puck behind the net. Evan Klemick tried to backhand it out front. Good play there, Chase Johnston defensively. Puck in the corner now. Over to the far side. Cardinals try to play it down low. Good stick by Sheldon. He'll evade a check. Puck over to the far side. Wang will pick it up. Looking for a shooting lane. And Chase Johnston will pick it up. But it's played now in by the Cardinals once again. Thornburg with the puck. Down low. Owen Klemick in the corner. Out to the point to Wang. A little zone time here for the Cardinals. Tip there by Thornburg. Comes to the near corner. Otters need to get a whistle here. Here's Sheldon. He'll backhand it, but it's not out. Kept in by Schneiderhan. Zender up the right side. Caden battling along the boards. He'll keep it in the zone. Cullen Alt is on. 9:03 to play here in the first period. No score here on the Park Region scoreboard. Brant Sherman makes an extra move. Here's Brant. Still with the puck. Cullen Alt trying to slap it out of the air. And it's picked up and taken away by William Thornburg. His pass is going to be too far for number 10, Aaron Anderson, an icing call here on the Cardinals. Shots on goal, 5 for Alexandria, 2 for Fergus Falls. And we have 8:49 to play here in the first period. Face off me to the blocker side of senior goaltender Brady Schluter. Brightsman will take the draw here against Zach Pierce. Both teams at their third lines on the ice. Picked up defensively by Draper. They played out forward. Now a headman pass to Nyberg. Weston Nyberg in the corner. Out of the point to Draper. Draper will shoot. That goes far corner. Cullen Alt will hustle back after it. McPhail keeps it in. Cardinals. Save made. Stenstrom. Backhand. Another save made. Two good ones there by Holden. Good job by Stenstrom. Battle in the corner. Zach Pierce tries to play it out. It's kept in by Draper. Now Zach will chip it out. He'll get off. Retrieving the puck for the Cardinals is Weston Nyberg. They go D to D. Cardinals do. Draper with the puck now. Headman pass. Anderson taps it in. No, he didn't touch it, so an icing call here against the Cardinals. Exactly 8 minutes to go in the first period. Shots on goal 7-2 in favor of Alexandria. And we'll bring the face-off into the Otter offensive zone. Luke Johnson will take the draw here against Evan Klemick. Face-off, won by the Otters. Comes out to Krein. Sends it down below the goal line. Here's Luke Johnson with the puck. Still with it. Pinned up along the boards. Battle for it there. Tilke comes in. Now to Berg. Headman pass to Owen Klemick. Owen Klemick walking in. Shot save made Stenstrom. Holt got his 1,000th save last game. Shot blocked there by Parker Tilke. Picked up by Luke Johnson. He'll scoop it up in the corner. Here's Luke with the puck. He'll chip it forward, but it's picked up by Owen Klemick. Pass to the far side, into the bumper, shot and a goal by Waldorf. That was a pretty play. The Cardinals convert. Pass goes cross ice through the slot and then back into the bumper. And a Cardinal goal, 19 from 21 and 11. So it is the first of the year for Bennett Waldorf, and assist going to Evan Klemick and number 11, Brody Burke. Time of the goal is going to be 9:39 of the period. So Alexandria with the goal. Cardinals go up 1-0. Pass over to the far side. Tanner Donahue trying to move it ahead. Krein after it. Brody will pick it up. In the corner. Krein out to neutral ice. Picked up by Schultz. Played back into the outer D zone. Stenstrom will try to move it around the boards. But it's going to be picked up there by Thornburg. Now Chase Johnston will scoop it up. Try to get it over to Sheldon. Sheldon hustling after it. In comes Caden Zender. Caden will pick it up, try to center it out front, goes to the side of the goal, and Schluter will get on top of that one. So the Cardinals at 9:39 of the period. It's the first of the year for Bennett Waldorf, senior right winger, assisted by Evan Klemick and Brody Berg. So the face-off from in the Otter offensive zone. Zach Pierce on the draw. And Alexandria is going to win the draw. Cullen Alt's stick was tied up there in one of the defenders. Cullen back in the play now. Here comes Owen Klemick. Luke Warner tried to move it out, but it's picked up by the Cardinals. Grady Olson tried to toe drag it through traffic. Comes over to Bennett Tilke. Here's Bennett. Thornburg is there. Tries to go D to D. Cullen Alt sends it out to Sherman. Brandt looking for a shooting lane. He's going to be tripped up, and the Otters are going to get a power play opportunity here. So Sherman making a move towards the net there, and he's tripped up. So Sherman tripped up. The Otters power play unit is on the ice. Time of this penalty comes at 11:01 of the period. And it's a tripping call on defenseman Rogan Anderson. Otters going to win the draw. Comes out to Donahue. Now Krein. Brody Krein had Parker Tilke in front of the net. Picked up by Zender, but it goes into the Cardinals. It was blocked there by Wang. And now the Otters will go back, and Holden Stenstrom will leave it there for Tanner Donahue. Here's Donahue now for the Otters. He'll skate it up. Now to Krein. Krein's going to gain the zone. Going to ring the boards to the far side, and the Cardinals are going to clear it out. Minute 28 left in the one-man advantage for Fergus Falls. Alexandria leads at 1-0 with 5:23 to play in the first period. Not a lot of whistles in this first period. Here goes Tanner Donahue. He'll send it in, ring the boards. Schultz is going to pick it up, but now Cryan will scoop it up in the corner. Out to Donahue. Donahue with a shot blocked there. Otters didn't get one through. Back to Cryan. Here's Brody with a puck now. Gain the zone, drops it for Tilke. Tilke with it now to Zender. Up the right side. Zender with a shot, side of the net. Puck loose. Picked up by Luke Johnson. Luke will send it out to Donahue. Here's Tanner. Shot there. Johnson kind of hooked in the corner. He'll try to scoop it up. Dumps a couple guys. And it's picked up by the Cardinals. And then they'll get a clear here. 33 seconds left in the one-man advantage here for the Otters. Change here on the power play unit. Luke Warner is out along with Chase Johnston, Welly. Parker Tilke stays out. Tanner Donahue will gain the zone. He loses the puck, and then it's cleared out. Otters had a couple shots on that power play, and then Holden Stenstrom comes out to play it. Just about turn it over. Puck is loose. And Holden is on top of it. A lot of pushing and shoving in front of the net. Kind of had a three-car pileup out front, but Holden came out to play it. And was able to regain possession of the puck. We're going to get a draw in the Otter D zone here with 4:06 to play in the period. First period, 1-0 Cardinals. 7 seconds left in the power play for the Otters, but the faceoff is in the defensive end. Cardinals win the draw. Shot blocked there by Brant Sherman. 3-on-2 possibility. Here's Zender. Now to Chase Johnson. Chase coming in. Centers it out front. Zender is right there, but puck rolls through the crease. And we're going to have a helmet off here as Brant Sherman's bucket gets popped off. And as soon as there's a helmet off like that, they have to blow the whistle, keep the face off at neutral ice with 3:51 to play. Otters outshot 11-4 here on the Park Region scoreboard. Luke Johnson, Hunter Welly, and Parker Tilke out here for Fergus Falls. Face-off won by the Otters, sent in behind goaltender Schluter. Played over to the far wing. Cardinals trying to move it out. Otters keep some pressure on. Kept in by Parker Tilke. Tilke makes a move, but loses the puck, comes over to the near side. Picked up by Grady Olson. Here's Grady Olson. Drop pass for Thornburg. Takes it down into the corner. Puck pops back out. Backhand. Just left of the net. Centering pass. Puck is in the slot. Kicked out of there by Thornburg. Cardinals with a little zone time here. Grady Olson below the goal line with a puck now. Still with the puck. Being bothered there by Parker Tilke. Wang's going to walk in, looking for a shooting lane, and scores. Stenstrom was screened. It's 2-0 Alexandria. Time, let's go 14:02. And looks like number 3, Grady Olson's going to get his. Now Wang gets the goal. Assisted by Grady Olson. And for Wang, that is his 3rd of the year. Even strength goal. And the faceoff will be at center ice. Sent in now. 2-0 Cardinals here on the Park Region scoreboard. Luke Warner chips it off the boards. Chase Johnston trying to play it in. Gets ahead to Zender. Puck in the near corner. It's going to be picked up here by the Cardinals. Number 9, Nyberg. Puck along the far boards. Picked up there by Brant Sherman. Tried to drop it for Sheldon. Gets it out to Zender. Here's Luke Warner. He'll send one on net. And a stick on it that time by number 10, Aaron Anderson. The puck goes up and out of play. And so the Otter faceoff will be to the glove side of the goaltender, Brady Schluter. 2-0 Cardinals here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Face off. Puck down below the goal line. Here's Luke Johnson with it. He's hit along the boards. Kept in, though, by Brant Sherman. And away with the puck now is Berg. There comes Brody Berg. Sends a shot on right in front of Stenstrom. Now Johnson's going to pick it up. He'll scoop it up. Get around to check. Sends it over to the far side. And then, well, he just tapped him, but it's not out. Otters got to take care of that puck. Here's Luke Johnson with the puck. In the corner. Double team there. Owen Klemick tried to get it out to Berg. Tilke couldn't get a stick on it. Luke Johnson's going to snap it out of the air. Gives it off to Welly. Welly's going to gain the zone. Puck in the corner. 2-0 again is our score here in favor of Alexandria Cardinals with 1:28 to play in the first period. Cardinals move it out. Nope, Quinwin Sheldon keeps it in. Chase Johnson with it. He'll rip a shot. Schluter with the save. Sheldon down the corner. Johnson comes in. That's Johnston. Battle for the puck there. Schneiderhan circling in the corners. Comes out to Caden Zender. He'll rip one. Puck still loose. Picked up by Donahue. That'll be sent below the goal line. And here comes Fergus Falls. Donahue will send it into the corner. Picked up defensively there by Rogan Anderson. Puck out to neutral. Picked up by Welly. He'll dump it in. Otters get a change. But they give the puck right back to the Cardinals. Parker Tilke and Luke Johnson are on for the Otters. Tanner Donahue taps it. Grabbed out of the air. Could have been a hand pass. Welly pitchforks it. Trying to get it ahead. Slapped out of the air by Luke Johnson. Here's Luke up the left side. Luke coming in. Being hooked like crazy. No call. What in the world? He was being mugged. Puck to the near side. They know they're trying to hit number 7. Puck pops out. Here we go. And that is the end of the period. Fergus Falls with 6 shots on goal. Alexandria with 13. And we're going to step aside here, and we'll come back with more on our Minnesota Motor period break. We'll recap the first period and talk about this first period. We'll have that after this. 2-0 Cardinals here in the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Park Region, service beyond the connection.
It's the indoor sale. Of course we moved all the vehicles inside so you can shop in comfort.
It's the indoor sale. Of course we have cider and donuts.
It's the indoor sale. Of course Blake is practicing his dance moves.
It's the indoor sale.
Of course we have balloons.
It's our indoor sale. Of course all of our used inventory is on sale. And it comes with a Minnesota Motor $300 gift card.
It's the indoor sale at Minnesota Motor Company, Saturday, January 17th.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. Just like their student athletes, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Hey, welcome back to the Runestone Community Ice Arena as the first period has come to a close. Alexandria getting on the board at 9:35 of the period. It is the first of the year for Bennett Waldorf, assisted by number 21, Evan Klimek, and number 11, Brody Berg. Alexandria at 14:02 of the period. Third of the year for Connor Wang, a junior defenseman, and that was assisted by Grady Olson. And that made the score 2-0. There was one power play opportunity for the Otters, and the Otters unsuccessful in that. And so Alexandria right now out shooting Fergus Falls 13-6 on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. And that's the way things stand right now. Getting earlier tonight in the Otter girls game, the Lady Otters lose one 8-1 to the Cardinals. Give up 4 in the first and 3 in the second, 1 in the third period. The lone goal scored by Brindley Harris with an assist to Kenzie Zinder. Otter boys JV lost by a score of 4-0. That game was played during the Otter girls game with the 2 rinks, so they're able to have a JV and a varsity game going at each rink. And as we speak, the Otter girls JV is playing on the other ice sheet. But they've done a lot of improvements here to the rink. And it's very interesting coming in. Been coming in here for years and years, looking at the rink from a certain perspective, and it looks a lot different out there, but some nice additions to this rink. Our next Otter hockey broadcast will be the Otter boys on Saturday. That'll be a game streamed as well, and that will be against the Thief River Falls Prowlers as Thief River comes to town for that one. Our Minnesota Motor period break continues right now. The Otters trail 2-0 on the Otter Tail Telecom Park Region scoreboard. We'll come back after this break.
It's the indoor sale. Of course we moved all the vehicles inside so you can shop in comfort.
It's the indoor sale. Of course we have cider and donuts.
It's the indoor sale. Of course Blake is practicing his dance moves.
It's the indoor sale.
Of course we have balloons.
It's our indoor sale. Of course all of our used inventory is on sale, and it comes with a Minnesota Motor $300 gift card.
It's the indoor sale at Minnesota Motor Company, Saturday, January 17th.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Lake Region Healthcare knows what all coaches know. It takes tons of teamwork, great amounts of grit, and heaps of hustle to triumph. Lake Region Healthcare, supporting and celebrating our high school athletes.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ugstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Hey, welcome back to Alexandria. Between the first and second periods, the Otters trail the Alexandria Cardinals by a score of 2-0. Cardinals score at 9:39 of the period, first of the year for Bennett Waldorf, assisted by Evan Klemick and Brody Berg. And then at 14:02 of the period, it's Wang from Grady Olson. Wang's third of the year, and Olson's with the assist. So 2-0 Alexandria on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Excuse me, they had the youth players played between the first and second periods here. Same thing on the girls' games. Now the Zamboni will come out and get to work. And again, Fergus Falls had an important stretch of their season now after Christmas. Again, they lost last Saturday 3-1 to Northern Lakes. Saturday, they'll play Thief River at the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. That game will be on KBRF, I believe, and then also streamed on the Fergus Now app and on the Fergus Falls YouTube channel. And looking forward to that one. Then it'll be down to Paynesville to take on River Lakes and up to Brainerd. And then away at Crookston on the road, for, 1, 2, 3, 4 straight games. Then Detroit Lakes on the 27th. Sauk Rapids Rice, then a home game against the North Dakota team, Mayville, Portland. Then it's Wilmer, Sartell, Wilmer, and Breckenridge to round out the season. So the Otters right now 2-1 in Section 6A. And got to believe Sartell is licking their chops in Section 6A. Pretty good-sized school, playing some Class A hockey here once again. Of course, the Cardinals now in Section 8AA in both boys and girls hockey. But a great atmosphere here at the Runestone, a good crowd on hand. The Otters trail by a score of 2-0. Take another break and come back with more. Zamboni's doing its work, getting some things done here, getting some fresh ice for the second period. Again, our Ottertail Telecom scoreboard 2-0 Otters. Will come back after this.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
What's your number? We drove 5.2 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
Welcome back to Alexandria. We're between the first and second periods as Fergus Falls trails Alexandria by a score of 2-0 on the Park Region's telephone scoreboard. Shots on goal 13-6 in favor of Alexandria. And they got a pair of goals in that first period. Going at 9:39 of the period, first of the year for Bennett Waldorf. Evan Klemick with an assist, and Brody Berg with an assist. And then at 14:02 of the period, it's number 20, Connor Wang, a shot from the left side, and there was traffic out front. We get an assist from Grady Olson that made it score 2-0. So 13-6 is our shots on goal in this one so far. So 13-6, and Fergus Falls now need to get one back right away in this one, get that first score. And the Otters had a couple of decent opportunities in the first period. Not a ton yet in this one, but they're hoping to even things up in period number 2. Again, on Saturday, we'll have Otter boys hockey on the air for you from the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena at 2 o'clock start as Thief River Falls comes to town to take on the Otters. That'll be a 2 o'clock start, 1:45 pregame show, and that's going to be on AM 1250 KBRF, also streamed on the Fergus KBRF YouTube channel and also on the Fergus Now app. So look forward to that game coming up here on Saturday. We'll take another break. Come back with more Zamboni's doing its laps. 2-0, your score on the Park Region scoreboard in favor of the Alexandria Cardinals.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. Just like their student athletes, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
Hey, we're back here at the Runestone Community Ice Arena. Alexandria Pep Band here doing a good job here tonight. Otter girls lose it by a score of 8-1 in the first game. And Otter boys trail it here 2-0. Moorhead is up on Bemidji 4-0. Thank you, Paul Becker, for shooting some scores my way. And Moorhead's got a really good club. Moorhead Minnetonka really batting for that 1 and 2 spot in Class 2A. And we mentioned Sartell with the resectioning, right in that bubble where they were playing AA and Alex was playing single A, but of course Cardinals now playing AA, 8AA, and the same thing with the Cardinal girls. And so, it's just different. It's still a Central Lakes game and a rivalry. A lot of these players know each other. We talk about that a lot. And they see each other throughout the year. It used to be years and years ago, the Otters played down here in the Alexander Blizzard had a summer league. And it used to be Fergus Falls and Alexandria, Breck Wap, and different teams like that from the area. But they haven't done that for quite some time. Otters haven't played in that league in the summer. It used to be, I think, Sunday nights, I believe. But Alexandria 5-7, Fergus Falls 5-7 on the year. And both these teams with a lot of similarities in a lot of ways. I would say the Otters are a much younger team at that. And, right now, quite a few sophomores in the lineup, juniors, and some seniors in there as well. But it's a pretty young Otter lineup. We're going to take one more short break before we get things going here on the second period. 2-0 is our score. We'll come back after this.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
Welcome back here to the community center here, the Runestone Community Ice Arena. And both teams will be out on the ice momentarily as the Otters will be out here again. They got new uniforms this year, really nice with breezer covers as well. So they'll wear the all darks, look really sharp, and then they have the home whites as well. And again, Fergus Falls, I think, officially went back to the maroon and gold as far as its official color, so to speak. So the Otters now set to come out on the ice in just a second here. Again, 2-0 is our score. Shots 13-6 in favor of the Cardinals. And again, one power play opportunity for the Otters in the first period. The Otters were unsuccessful at that. And so a good, fun night down here in Alexandria. Wish the Otter girls had a little better outcome to their game, but that is going to happen from time to time. And Otters had a couple of tough games with Thief River Falls and Brainerd last week, beating Brainerd 3-2 and then losing to Thief River Falls 5-3. All right, one more break as our Minnesota Motor halftime period break continues, and we'll wrap it up after this. We'll start period number 2.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Between muddy roads and dusty drives, your car takes a beating. Keep it shining with an unlimited car wash membership at Splash Express. Upgrade to the Platinum for a rust inhibitor, hot wax, and ceramic coating in one bundle. Stop by Splash Express next to Premier Meats in Fergus Falls.
Between practices, games, and late-night drives, who's got time to grocery shop? With Instacart from Service Food in Fergus Falls, order online and your groceries are ready for delivery. So you can cheer louder, not shop longer. Service Food of Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you
where to eat.
Welcome back to the Runestone Community Ice Arena. A long period break here. We had the young players playing before that, and then that was an extra 5 minutes in the Zamboni, and both teams aren't back out now. They blew the whistle, but it's time to play some hockey here. So both teams still in the locker room waiting for that buzzer. And again, Minnesota Motor sponsors our period breaks, as they have done for quite some time. A great sponsor of our Otter Athletics and area athletics as well. But a really good crowd on hand here tonight for this one. But the Otters find themselves down by a score of 2-0 here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Alexandria again At 9:39 of the period, Bennett Waldorf's first of the year. And was assisted by Evan Klemick and Brody Berg. And then Wang with his third of the year at 14:02 with an assist going to Grady Olson. And so that's the way the scoring went so far. Cardinals are coming back out on the ice. Alexandria on the ice, Fergus Falls on the ice as well. And again, getting some guys back from injury. Jared Kennedy looking forward to getting Coulter McGinnis 100% healthy here too. He's been skating and looking forward to getting Coulter out there. He's an excellent hockey player. So both teams getting loosened up and ready to go here. Again, only one power play opportunity tonight thus far. It was for Fergus Falls, and it was unsuccessful. And we're going to get this second period underway here. Two 0 Cardinals. Again, they have a shot advantage, 13-6. And both teams again huddled around their coaches, and we're set to go. We're going to play some hockey here. Luke Johnson, Hunter Welly, and Parker Telke, and Brody Crine, and Tanner Donahue. And again, the Otters just trying some different combinations line-wise here. Quinn Sheldon, Caden Zetter, and Chase Johnson, Cullen Alt, Zach Pierce, Bennett Telke. Draw is going to be won by the Otters. Tanner Donahue will get it in, send one in, but it's going to go off there of the defenseman Nick Schultz. Brody Crine comes and makes a good play, but back after it, though, is Bennett Waldorf, who had the one goal, and that's cleared out by the Otters, all to neutral ice with 16:40 to play here in the second period. And we got an icing call here on Alexandria. So an icing call on the Cardinals. And they'll move that one back in the Otter offensive zone. And Holden Stenstrom in goal for the Otters. Brady Schluter for the Cardinals. Face-off is going to be controlled by the Otters, but picked up here, kept in now. Welly tried to bring it back in, so it's going to be offsides. Well, the face-off here at neutral ice. So a face-off here at neutral ice. And right below us here, Luke Johnson takes the draw against Evan Klemick. Here's Wang with it now. He'll circle back. Use his defenseman, bring it up the right side to Waldorf. Welly after him. And man, he looked like he was way off sides there. Evan Klemick in the corner. Guys out in front of the net. Wang low on the ice, up into the netting, up and out of play. 16:05 to play in the first period. Face-off will be in the Otter offense, or D zone, pardon me. So a good night here of hockey. Let's see if Fergus Falls can get it on here. Off the face-off. Controlled by the Cardinals. Played over to neutral ice. And in over the line. Into the corner. Out to the point it goes. Here's Anderson. He'll send one on net. Picked up by Zender. Snapped out of the air by Zender. He'll send one on net. It's going to go up into the corner and then played out of there by Grady Olson. Here's Grady Olson. Toe drag, tried to make a pass, but he kind of fanned on that. Sent up the near boards. Quinn Sheldon tried to get it. Schneiderhan, shot and a goal from a tough angle there, and it's 3-0. Kind of a tough angle shot there, but it's going to be a goal from the right side. As the Cardinals now go up 3-0. Thornburg is going to get the goal. So Thornburg gets his 5th of the year. And that is assisted by number 2, Schneiderhan. 3-0, Alexandria at 1:44 of the period. Face off into the Otters zone. Otters after it. Along the far boards, trying to move it out. Battler there on the far boards here. Alexandria hard on pucks right now. Out front, just about carried off one of the Otter skates. Puck played now into the corner. Battle for it there. Tanner Donahue will hustle after it in the corner. Calling out Bennett Tilke and Zach Pierce on. Defensively, it's Krein and Donahue. Puck below the goal line. Krein. Zach Pierce comes in. Calling out, will slap it out to neutral ice. And we'll probably get an icing call here against Fergus Falls. So Parker, Tilke, Welly, and Johnson come out here for the Otters. Trail it 3-0 here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. And here comes the face-off. Luke Johnson will take it here against Evan Klemick. Otters are going to win the draw. Here's Luke with it now. Sends it over to the far side. Parker Tilke trying to get after it. Parker gets a stick on it. Good job by Parker. Now Johnson will pick it up in the corner. Absorbs a check there. Puck along the near side. With it now is Klemick. Driven into the boards by Sherman. Right side pass. Headman. Here comes Tilke. He'll rip one left of the net. Picked up there down to Luke Johnson. Luke Johnson below the goal line. Walks in. Save made. Tried to stuff it on the near side. Good opportunity there for the Otters. Luke stays on the forecheck against Wang. Poke checked away, picked up momentarily. Good job by Luke and Parker on that forecheck there. Luke Warner after it. Sends it off the boards. Pops out to neutral ice. Chase Johnston will go after it. And it comes in on goaltender Schluter. And Schluter will make the save. Here with 13:06 to play in the period. Otters outshot 15-7 right now on the Park Region scoreboard. 13:26 to play in the period. Face off to the left of Brady Schluter. Otters going to win the draw. Sheldon had it momentarily. Owen Klemick. Chase Johnson has it in his skates, working it forward. Wang is there defensively. He'll just send it high and up and out of play. Another happy fan. Scooted right up along the first row. And they're going to return the puck. It's now on the ice. A face-off. Zender will take it here against Brady Olson. 13:15 to play here in the first period. Otter girls lost earlier 8-1. Otter boys trail this one 3-0. Puck below the goal line. Near side pass. Thornburg with a puck now. Headman pass. That's too far for Owen Klemick. And an icing call here against Alexandria. An icing call on the Cardinals. Face-off will be to the blocker side of senior goaltender Brady Schluter. In our post-game show, we'll name our quality player of the game, brought to you by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. Here's Owen Klemick. Taken away. Zender, far side. Chase Johnson. He'll drive it in. It goes off one of the D, and then it's played out by goaltender Schluter. I want to tell you about Running Stitches. They're the local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. Running Stitches Embroidery. Otters will regroup now. Send it out towards neutral. Trying to find Chase Johnson. That's picked off by Thornburg. Poked out of there by Brody Krein. Played ahead. In over the line. Picked up by Grady Olson. Olson with it now. Tried to slide it over. Good defensive play. Good stick by Tanner Donahue. Now Zach Pierce will pick it up. Here's Zach behind his own goal. He's going to skate it. Sends it ahead to Chase Johnston. Trying to get it ahead. Slapped out of the air by the Cardinals. I'll play it near side to Cullen out. Now to Pierce. Pierce trying to go through Trapper. That's tapped over to the far side. Pierce will send it in. Good job with this third line. It's a pretty good pressure there. Bennett Tilke will, or second line. Bennett Tilke comes on now. Headman pass far side. Luke Warner's hustling after it. Tilke will send it. Hands it off now to Pierce. Pierce up the right side to Cullen Alt. Cullen walks in. He'll rip a shot. And a save made, a glove save made there by goaltender Schluter. And again, Fergus Falls trails a 3-0 here on the Park Region scoreboard. Zach Pierce, Cullen Alt, Bennett Tilke, and Anderson, Ream, and Breitzman for the Cardinals. Good stick by Tilke, goes up and out of play, so Bennett got a stick on it, and it went up and out of play. So the face-off will come into the, they'll stay on the Otter offensive zone. Welly, Johnson, and Parker Tilke. Brant Sherman and Luke Warner. Otter's going to win the draw. Here's Warner with it now. Pulls it back out. Near side to Sherman. Brant with a shot. Luke Johnson got a stick on it. Goes into the corner. Parker with the puck. Sends it out to Luke Warner. Walks low on the ice. Shot to save made. Good shot there by Luke low on the ice. Luke Warner, that is. Sherman pinches. Welly will pick it up. He'll throw it off the boards. Puck over to the far side. Picked up by Luke Warner. He'll gain the zone. Warner with it now. Back to Parker Tilke. Here's Parker with it. Play it down to Luke Johnson below the goal line. Luke will pick it up below the goal line. Takes a hit from behind. Pops out into the slot. We're pushing and shoving going on behind the net. Cardinals come out with it. Puck picked up by Luke Johnson here at neutral ice. He's held. The Otters are going to draw a penalty. How about that? Luke made a nifty move there, and the only way to slow him down was to grab onto him. Right at neutral ice. Luke's turned back the other direction, and pretty much a tackle there by number 12, Harlan Ream. Timeless penalty is 6:10. Otters need to get one here on this power play. So at 6:10 of the period. And in the box there is number 12, Harlan Ream. Otters play it down below the goal line. Cullen Alt. Chase Johnston sends it out to Sherman. Here's Brant Sherman. Down to Chase Johnston. And then his pass is picked off and it's sent back into the outer end. And Brody Crine will go back after it here. And here comes Brant Sherman. He'll skate it up. Brant at neutral ice. Headman pass to Chase Johnston. Lost the puck, and then it's cleared out of there. 10:15 to go in the one-man advantage here for the Otters. 10:10 to go in the second period. Otters trail 3-0. Haven't got a power play set up here in this second opportunity. Here's Brant Sherman at neutral ice. Rings it, but not hard enough, and then it's going to be cleared out by Alexandria. And Luke Johnson, Parker Tilke, and Caden Zender come on for the Otters. And here's Brant Sherman. He'll skate it up. Headman pass to Tilke. Parker walks in. Shot missed wide right of the net. Crine will come in after it. Tilke's going to pick it up. Crine's going to get it back. Crine with the puck now. Now to Luke Johnson out high. Near side to Zender. Zender walks in. Now to Luke. High slot area. Shot there. Save made. Zender tried to get the rebound. And the net is off. So the Otters now are going to have 31 seconds left in the one-man advantage. Luke Johnson will take the draw here. Owen Klimek. Alexander's going to win the draw. Sent but not out. Controlled here by Donahue. Sends it over to the near side. Picked up by Crine. Now Donahue with it. Near side for Zender. Circles back. Zender double teamed in the corner. Taking off the puck. In comes Parker Tilke. It's going to be dug out of there by Alexander, but kept in by the Otters. Near side, Donahue rips a shot. And that's blocked and sent out. That'll do it as the Cardinals clear. Only 3 seconds left in the one-man advantage. Otters trail 3-0. 0 for 2 on the power play. Tanner Donahue will pitchfork it in, but it comes out of the stick there of Draper, the defenseman. Headman pass. Here's a breakaway for Brody Berg. 2-on-1. Good play by Crine. And then the second, Krein blocked the first attempt there. Did a good job on that. Coming down, Brody knocks that pass into the corner, and then Berg sent it back in on net. And Zach Pierce, Chase Johnston, and Quinn Sheldon will come in for Fergus Falls with 8:34 to play in the second period and a 3-0 Cardinal lead. Shots on goal 16-11 in favor of Alexandria. Sherman, Chase Johnston up the right side, has Quinn Wynn going to the net. Back out to the point. Luke Warner now to Chase Johnston. Pierce will pick it up. He's lifted off his feet in the corner. Puck behind the net. Pretty good physical game here. 8:11 to play in the period. Otters trail 3-0. And Owen Klimek will pick it up here for the Cardinals. Lofted out to neutral ice. Oh, and here comes an opportunity on a breakaway shot, and a save made by Stenstrom. Waldorf off the high lofting pass, got behind the D. Anderson will pick it up for the Cardinals. Sends it out, picked off by Chase Johnston. Chase with the puck, sends it toward the goal. That's going to be blocked there by Rogan Anderson. Up the right side, Thornburg with good wheels. Thornburg hard on the puck, looking for the back door. Puck into the corner. Comes out to Klimek, Owen Klimek. Luke Johnson picks it off. Now the puck picked up by Luke Warner. Luke will chip it ahead, looking for Chase Johnston. Tips it in. Luke Johnson will go on the forecheck. Behind the net. Who's going to come out with it? Wang, number 20, left side pass. Too far for Grady Olson. Luke Warner will send it back in. Over in the corner. Johnson battling there in the corner. In comes Tilke. Parker Tilke. Out to Donahue. Goes off the skate of Owen Klimek. Might have a 3-on-2 the other direction. Here's Owen Klimek. And number 8, Thornburg, is offsides. So the score here, 3-0 here in favor of Alexandria, as Zach Pierce comes out along with Cullen Alt and Bennett Tilke. Otters trail 3-0 here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Face-off at neutral ice. Played forward. It's going to come in on goal, so no icing there as goaltender freezes it now. So Fergus Falls trails 3-0. And looking forward to trying to pop one in here. 6:38 to play in the second period. Donahue tries to keep it in, but away with the puck now. Comes Breitzman, and Donahue takes it away and sends it forward. Cullen Alt's going to go on the forecheck. Behind the net. Puts it on his man. Cardinals, left side. Aaron Anderson. He'll gain the zone. Krein with a good defensive play. Picked up here by the Cardinals. Walking right in that high slot. Shot, save made. And then Stenstrom gets on top of that one. It's a good job by Holden. He controlled the rebound. And we get a face-off here now. The Otter defensive zone here with 6:10 to play. Here in the period, again on the Park Region scoreboard right now. 3-0. Otters with 18 or 12 shots on goal. Cardinals with 18 shots on goal. There's a quick shot on goal and a save by Stenstrom. So Fergus Falls here, trailing 3-0 here on the Park Region scoreboard. Looking for an opportunity here. Behind the goal line. Luke Warner in the corner. Cardinals. Put a little push here. Out in the high slot. Good play there. Oh, Cardinals pick it back up. As Aaron Anderson comes out to Schneider end. Aaron Anderson sends a shot on. Juicy rebound there. It's going to be tapped over to the far side. Cardinals maintain possession. And the puck is picked up by Chase Johnston. The freshman's had a good season so far. 2 goals and 7 assists, I believe. Good with his body. Gives it off now to Quinn Sheldon. Here's Luke Johnson behind the net going for the wraparound. got a shot on there with a save made by Brady Schluter. Near side. Welly tried to keep it in. Pops out to Sherman. Otters will check back up. Give it right back to Alexandria. Cardinals will chip it into the Otter zone. Stenstrom will get a freeze this puck. So again, the Otters now with 5:07 to play, being outshot 20-13. And trail it here by a score of 3-0 here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Face off in the corner. Puck out front, shot, save made, Stenstrom. Stenny came out of his goal to make a nice save there. And here come the Otters. Here's Welly. He's bumped off the puck, goes into the corner. Grant Sherman in after it. Cardinals out of the zone. Good play at neutral. Luke Johnson right below us. Through traffic, kicks it forward. Good effort by Luke. Through traffic. Puck comes off his stick. Puts a hit on his man in the corner. Picks it up. Brought down in the corner. Grab his stick. Good effort there by Johnson. Puck sent back in. 4:21 to play here in the second period, pardon me. Otters get a line change. Zach Pierce, Bennett Tilke on. And here comes the Cardinals with numbers. Shot there to pipe. You can maybe hear that one. Zach Pierce also out. Here's Cullen Alt as well. Up the left side. Cullen Alt towards the goal. In the corner. Picked up. Crine lost it. He went in deep. He was picked up nicely by Bennett Tilke. Here's Bennett. Kind of wide open hockey here right now. Puck stayed in. Tanner Donnie with a shot there as Alt was trying to tip it out front. Another shot. Alt gets a stick on it. Good pressure here now by the Otters. And away with the puck comes Owen Klemick. Off to Grady Olson. Grady Olson. Shot there by Thornburg, who has a goal in the game. Puck out at neutral. Draper will slap it off the boards into the Otter zone. Get Otters trail 3-0 here. And we have 3:16 to play here in the second period. Donahue tried to stretch the ice and find Zender, but just a little too far for Caden. Again, we're down to 3:11 to play in the period. Tail of the tape there, 23-14 shots on goal in favor of Alexandria. 3-0 is our score. And the face-off will come back in the Otter defensive zone. Caden Zender will take the draw here against Aaron Anderson. Face-off's going to be won here by Fergus Falls. They'll ring the boards around. Sheldon gets it out to Chase Johnston. Chase with a nice move. Johnson with the puck to Sherman. Sherman walks in, sends a shot. It was off the stick, though, of number 22, Breitzman. Breitzman behind his own goal to the near side of Schneiderhin. Otters with some pressure. Here's Caden Zender. Pass over, Chase Johnston. He'll send one towards the net. Hits the side of the net, goaltender Schluter. Freezes the puck. And we'll get a face-off in the Otter offensive zone. With 2:41 to play in the period here on the Park Region scoreboard. Running Stitches is the local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. Running Stitches Embroidery. Face-off, won here by the Otters. Chase Johnson pinned up against the board. He's brought down. Cardinals trying to move it out of their own end. Schneiderhan with it to the wing. Comes out front to Quinn Sheldon. Front of the net. Chase Johnson with a shot that hits the side of the net. This line has had a couple pretty good shifts here in the second period. Grant Sherman takes it away. Grant at neutral. Blows a tire. Picked up here now. Breitzman down the corner. Chase Johnston hit on his man. Sends it out front looking for Zender. And the Cardinals are going to ice the puck. So the Cardinals end up icing the puck. We'll bring it back. The Otter offensive zone with a face-off here. Offensive zone face-off with 2 minutes to play. And again, 3-0 is our score in favor of Alexandria. Luke Johnson will take the draw here against Evan Klemick. Cardinals are going to win the draw. Here's Wang with the puck. Wang out to the wing to Brody Berg. Brody Berg up the left side with good speed. Back behind the net. Luke Johnson will scoop it up, trying to get off to Parker Tilke. It's picked up by Brody Crine. Hunter Welly off his skates. Johnson will pick it up. He'll ring the boards to the near side. Cardinals advancing, coming in on goal. Puck down in the corner. Owen Klemick with it. Out to the point to Schultz with a minute 27 to go in the period. Puck out front. Tied up. Otters battling here, but Owen Klemick with some nifty moves. Here's Klemick in the corner. Sends it out to the point to Schultz. Schultz goes D to Wang. Wang sends a shot on, and the save is made there by the Holden Stenstrom. 1:10 to play in the period. Otters trail 3-0 here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. And we're set to go here. The draw is won here by the Otters, but it comes out to neutral ice. Chip back into the zone. Cardinals after it, but Brant Sherman sends it over to Luke Warner. Luke Warner will circle it back in his own end. Here's Luke with the puck. Sends it ahead to Caden Zender. Here's Zender now. He'll come back, give it over to Luke Warner. 46 seconds left to go in the period. Cardinals are offsides. Otters are going to pick it up though. Here's Zender now. Pace is kind of slowed a little bit here. Sherman will send one in. That's going to go into the near corner. Sheldon comes in, goes over to the far side. Chase Johnson picks it up. Drops it for Zender. Here's Owen Klemick. 20 seconds to go in the period. Owen Klemick up the left side. Finds a man, Thornburg, at the blue line. Pulls it back. Finds Owen Klemick. Sends it below the goal line. Here's Grady Olson. Now that goes behind the goal line. And that'll be the end of the period. So the Cardinals add one in the second period. And Fergus Falls puts 10 shots on goal in the period and 16 shots on goal for the Cardinals in that period. So the shot advantage 29-16 in favor of Alexandria. At the end of two periods, our Minnesota Motor period break begins right after this.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Between muddy roads and dusty drives, your car takes a beating. Keep it shining with an unlimited car wash membership at Splash Express. Upgrade to the Platinum for a rust inhibitor, hot wax, and ceramic coating in one bundle. Stop by Splash Express next to Premier Meats in Fergus Falls.
Between practices, games, and late-night drives, who's got time to grocery shop? With Instacart from Service Food in Fergus Falls, order online and your groceries are ready for delivery, so you can cheer loud.
Hi.
We're back here at the Ruinstone Community Ice Arena, and the score on our Park Region telephone scoreboard 3-0 in favor of Alexandria, and shots are 24-16 in favor of the Cardinals. Let's recap this second period. We'll go back to the first period as well, but in the first period, Alexandria at 9:35 the period, first of the year for Bennett Waldorf. Evan Klemick with an assist. Brody Berg picks up a helper in that one as well. Then at 14:02 of the period, it is the third of the year for Connor Wang, and that was assisted by Grady Olson. Made it 2-0. Shots on go after the first period, 13-6 in favor of Alexandria. And then Alexandria at 1:44 of the second period, fifth of the year for number 8, William Thornburg, with one assist going to defenseman Aiden Schneiderhan. Yet 29-16 are the shots right now in favor of Alexandria. Earlier tonight, the Lady Otters lost to the Cardinals by a score of 8-1. Brindley Harris with the lone goal in that one for Fergus Falls. Running Stitches is your local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. Running Stitches Embroidery. We'll come back with more after this break, and we will check the scoreboard, see what's going on in high school boys hockey between the second and third periods. Right now the score, 3-0 Alexandria. Park Region Service Beyond the Connection.
The indoor sale. Of course we moved all the vehicles inside so you can shop in comfort.
It's the indoor sale. Of course we have cider and donuts.
It's the indoor sale. Of course Blake is practicing his dance moves.
It's the indoor sale.
Of course we have balloons.
It's our indoor sale. Of course all of our used inventory is on sale. And it comes with a Minnesota Motor $300 gift card.
It's the indoor sale at Minnesota Motor Company, Saturday, January 17th.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. Just like their student athletes, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Welcome back to the Runestone Community Ice Arena. And again, a lot of upgrades here over the last couple of years. They're going to add a third ice sheet here as well. But if you've been coming to Alexandria for a lot of years, you used to get dropped off right by the doors. You came right into the concession stand. To your left was the smaller rink, and then to your right was the main rink. But now there's a big atrium entryway, new concession stand, and really a nice addition. Some scores here in boys high school hockey. Thief River Falls, who the Otters will play next Saturday, they beat up on Kitson Central by a score of 10-0. Moorhead beats Bemidji 2-0. East Grand Forks beats Roseau 8-2. What a game! St. Thomas Academy 3, Dinah 1. That game at the Medill Heights St. Thomas Arena. Sartell 4, St. Cloud 0. And the Otters will have St. Cloud coming up here, thanks to Paul Becker. And just look at other scores of interest here, but big Twin Cities still in Hill Murray and Wayzata. Hill Murray up 4-2 in that one. South St. Paul is leading Albert Lee, or they beat Albert Lee. Albert Lee beat the Otters at home in the first game of the home tournament. Let's see here. Just looking at some other scores. Park Rapids 2, Breck Wap 0. That game is still in progress. And Morris Benson area up on Wadena Deer Creek, that game in progress as we speak. New Ulm over Marshall. The Otters beat Marshall to open up the season. If you remember, I think it was 7-1. And the Little Red Lake Falls and Detroit Lakes tied 3-3. Wow. So how about that? River Lakes up on Wilmer 3-2. And just going through these. Hermantown is up on Hibbing Chisholm 2-1. And there's some scores of interest. Battle down in Mankato, 2 Mankato West and Mankato East tied 1-1. But score here again, 3-0 in favor of the Cardinals, 2 in the first, 1 in the second. Otters have had 2 power play opportunities in this one, unable to cash in on either of those opportunities. Running Stitches is the local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. Running Stitches Embroidery. We'll take another break. We'll come back with more here from the Runestone Community Ice Arena. The score at the end of 2 periods, 3-0 Alexandria.
It's the indoor sale. Of course we moved all the vehicles inside so you can shop in comfort.
It's the indoor sale. Of course we have cider and donuts.
It's the indoor sale. Of course Blake is practicing his dance moves.
It's the indoor sale.
Of course we have balloons.
It's our indoor sale. Of course all of our used inventory is on sale. And it comes with a Minnesota Motor $300 gift card.
It's the indoor sale at Minnesota Motor Company, Saturday, January 17th.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Welcome back. Our score 3-0 here on the Ottertail Telecom Park Region telephone scoreboard. And again, the Otters trail 2-0 after 1, 3-0 after 2. That's where things stand right now. The Otters have had 2 power play opportunities in this one. And then the Cardinals getting goals from Bennett Waldorf and William Thornton. Those are the 2 goals scored for Alexandria. And earlier tonight, the Lady Otters lost a tough one to the Alexandria Lady Cardinals by a score of 8-1. And that game was a 5-15 start with that. So a doubleheader here tonight. And we got some fresh ice right now, and we're getting ready for our teams to come out. We're going to take one more break, and we'll come back with a puck drop on period number 3 here from Alexandria.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
I can juggle. Hey, we're back. Billy Lammers is our game side engineer. There you go. Great job on the camera, Billy. And got everything set up here tonight. And again, we'll have Otter hockey on the air this Saturday as Fergus Falls will host Thief River Falls. That game is on AM 1250 KBRF, and that is a 2 o'clock start. JV will play at noon, varsity at 2 o'clock. We have our pregame show at 1:45, and that'll kick things off at home this upcoming Saturday. So if you haven't come out and watch the Otters, cheer them on, come out this Saturday, and let's take a look. Running Stitches is your local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. Running Stitches Embroidery, one of our great sponsors of Otter Athletics. And again, that concludes our Minnesota Motor period break. Again, our post-game show, we will name our Toyota Quality Player of the Game, which is brought to you by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. A lot of fans here tonight. They're out in the concession area right now. And, of course, the Runestone Community Ice Arena here is also home to the Alexandria Blizzard North American 3 Hockey League. And kind of fun to come down here and watch games. And the Otters have had quite a few players down here in Alexandria over the years. And there's a lot of Otter players playing junior hockey right now and college hockey at that, too. It's pretty neat to see that. Otters are back out on the ice. Cardinals will be out here momentarily. We have our officials out. We have, again, the Alexandria Pep Band has kept us entertained. They were here for both games, for the girls' game and the guys' game, so they've put in a full night. And Otters, again, with the new uniforms this year, it's kind of fun to see those new threads with the breezer covers. And got the true maroon and gold. They look really sharp. Alexandria fight song right now. And I'm just saying it's very, very loud in here as the it echoes right up the ceiling. And so if you talk to me tomorrow and I say, "Eh, what?" It might be because my hearing. But it's kind of like broadcasting in Little Falls, too. Very, very loud in there when you get a lot of fans there. We have some good battles, but good to have them back in Section 6A this year. And, again, both teams huddled around their respective coaches, and we're going to get this second period underway. See what happens if the Otters can pop one here quickly. They trail it 3-0. Get on the Ottertail Telecom Park Region telephone scoreboard. Look forward to the Otters getting after it here in this third and final period. Luke Johnson will take the draw here for Fergus Falls against senior Owen Klimek. Luke, a sophomore. Parker Tilke, a senior. Hunter Welly, a junior. The second line has a senior, a junior, and a freshman. Chase Johnston, the freshman. Otters going to win the draw. Luke will play it in. Tanner Donahue will poke check it. Comes out high by the side of the net, but Wang's going to come away with it. Calling all the freshmen. Zach Pierce, sophomore. Ben Tilke, a junior. And on the defensive side, Tanner Donahue and Luke Warner, both sophomores. Here's a block shot by Parker Tilke. Brant Sherman, a senior. Brody Crine, a junior. Puck in the near corner. Going to pop out of there. Cardinals now will try to move it out of their own end. They do so. Here's a move by Brody Berg, but it's picked off here by the Otters. Too far for Hunter Welly. Cardinals come back. Otters get a change here as Zender is on Chase Johnson. On Brody Berg comes right in on Stenstrom. And Quinn Sheldon will join Chase Johnston and Caden Zender, and Luke Warner and Brant Sherman out defensively here for Fergus Falls. Owen Klimek will take the draw against Caden Zender. Draw is going to be won by the Otters. Sheldon sends it out to neutral. Chase Johnston hustling after it. No icing. Chase Johnston behind the net. Circles, fires, and a save is made. Good hustle, good quickness by the freshman Chase Johnston there as he got to that one and got a shot off, but Schluter made the save. Otters now at the point. Brad Sherman sends one through traffic. Comes over to the near corner. Scooped up there by Rogan Anderson. He tries to play it out to the wing. Comes out to neutral ice. Caden Zender to Brant Sherman. Now to Chase Johnston. He stood up. Quinn Sheldon after it. Sheldon in the corner. Sends it out to Sherman. Sends it toward the net. Picked up by Chase Johnston. That shot is going to be blocked there by Schneiderhan. Chase Johnston behind the net. Absorbs a check. Owen Klemick in the corner. Taken away by Zender. Here's Zender. Side of the net. Shot. Where is it? Loose in traffic. And Zender just went in there, and Owen Klemick came right on top of him. Zender made a good play. Hard play towards the net. I don't think there'll be any penalties here whatsoever, but just good action in front of the net. Everybody will get unpiled. And Cullen Alt will come on along with Zach Pierce and Bennett Tilke. And the Cardinals will change lines as well to be Anderson, Ream, and Breitzman. Face off to the right of goaltender Schluter, won by the Otters. Shots are 25-18 in favor of Alexandria. Otters trying to hold the line. Pierce had it momentarily. Cullen Alt with a hit there on Ream. Puck called it neutral and sent back in behind goaltender Stenstrom. Plays along the near half wall. Cullen Alt takes a hit there from behind. Otters are going to get a power play here. Stenstrom is going to get off here. Luke Warner will circle it back. Let's get an extra skater on. Over to Cullen Alt. Now it's going to be touched by Alexandria. And so Alexandria goes to the box. Cross check there on Harlan Ream. Time of this penalty is going to be at 2:22 of the period. Ream with a cross check. And so Caden Zender, Luke Johnson, Parker Tilke, Brody Krine, and Tanner Donahue on here for the power play. 14:38 to play in the second period. Otters trail it by a score of 3-0. Face-off is going to be won by Alexandria. Johnson will keep it in along the boards, comes out to the point. Zender comes in to help. Here's Zender now, battling along the half wall. It's picked up by Parker Tilke, sends it over to Krine. Here's Brody with the puck. He'll play it down to Luke Johnson. Down low, back out to Krine. Out to Tanner Donahue. Now Krine with it now. Pass went over to the half wall. Back out to Zender. Now Krine. Collapse. Get in there. Shot there. Blocked. When they give you time and space, and they'll clear it out. You know, when they kind of box up like that, keep tightening up the space. Zender. Now to Donahue. Now to Krine. Tanner Donahue. He'll send a shot from the point. Picked up there by Klemick to the near side. And it comes out to neutral ice here. Minute left in the power play opportunity here for the Otters. And here comes Tanner Donahue back with it now. Tanner leaves it for Krine. Over to Chase Johnston. Chase will bring it up. He's going to gain the zone. Chase Johnston down below the goal line. Luke Johnson right in front of the net. Puck behind the net. Still with it. Has it taken away. And it's cleared out of there by Alexandria. 13:10 to go here in the hockey game. 27 seconds left in the one-man advantage. Brant Sherman through traffic towards the goal. Comes out to Luke Warner. Plays it below the goal line. Cullen Alt. He'll try to scoop it up. Holds it in his feet. Picked up by Welly. Let's get a shot, boys. It's out to Luke Warner. Right side to Sherman. Brant Sherman's going to rip one. Rebound and a goal there for Welly. A power play goal for the Otters. They make it 3-1. So a shot from the point and a rebound put in there by the Otters. So Welly is a recipient of that rebound. 17 from 4 and 8. So Welly with the goal assisted by Brant Sherman and Luke Warner. And for Welly, that is his third of the year. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say 28 then? I'm sorry, 4 and 28. So Sherman, or Welly with the goal, his third of the year, and it is from Cullen Alt and Brock Sherman. So 3-1. Otters trail. Puck picked up. Now played along the half wall. Here comes the Cardinals out of the zone. Through traffic. The Otters are going to drop or pick up a penalty here. So the Otters are going to go on the kill. So a power play goal. Do you get the time of that goal when it was? 12:45. Okay, we'll go with that. And the Otters get a penalty here, a tripping call on Brant Sherman. So that was a power play goal, wasn't it? Yeah, I wish I could look back and see it. It was, so Sherman here at 4:49 of the period. Alexandria, weak side, Connor Wang, shot save made, Stenstrom. 12:02 to play, Otters trail 3-1. Grady Olson just walks in, time and space, shot, save, made. Thornburg with it now. Near side, Wang's going to load. That's going to be blocked by Donahue. Good block there by Tanner. Puck to the far side. Zender put a little pressure on Grady Olson. Cardinals blocked. Crying after it. Trying to tie it up in the corner. Picked up by Brody Berg. Drops it for Evan Klemick. Far side. Shot there to the near side. 11:19 to play in the period. Good power penalty kill here for the Otters. The back door. Tipped out of there. 53 seconds left on the one-man advantage. Good job by Caden Zender. Oh, and Crine overskated the puck. Comes right in the slot, through the traffic, into the corner. Great save by Crine. Puck below the goal line now. Backhand on the back door and a goal. Seemed like it was a matter of time. Oh, boy. Alexandria gets a power play goal at 6:05 of the period. 8 from 11 and 21. So Alexandria, Thornburg with his sixth of the year, assisted by Brody Berg and Evan Klemick. That's a power play goal. 4-1 Cardinals. Zach Pierce on the draw. Here's Luke Warner with it now. D to D. Brant Sherman. Now to Zach Pierce. Zach Pierce will gain the zone. And a backhand shot. Got off his stick but went in on goal. 4-1 now. Man, that makes it tough, but it's 3-1. You get one back, you're within one. There still is 10:44 to play, though. Zach Pierce on the draw for Fergus Falls. Cardinals are going to win the draw. Try to play it out to the wing. Picked up the turnover. Zach Pierce to Cullen Alt. Sends one wide right of the net. Puck behind the net. Benetilke taps it to Cullen. Cullen Alt to Luke Warner. Luke Warner with a shot. Save made. Rebound. Side of the net. Oh, my. Good opportunity there for Benetilke. Good shot by Luke Warner. And here comes Brant Sherman. He's going to ring the boards. Puck down in the corner. And we're going to have a penalty here. A roughing call against Alexandria. And that's going to go against number 5, the defenseman Rogan Anderson. Time of this penalty, 6:49. All right, let's get one here on this power play. Luke Johnson, Parker Tilke, Caden Zender, Brody Crine, and Tanner Donahue. Face off. It's going to be won by the Cardinals. He's going to send it out to neutral ice. Zender will go back after it. Brody Berg on him. Sends it over to Donahue. Tanner, near side to Crine. Crine will settle it down, give it off to Zender. Here's Zender up the left side. He's going to gain the zone. And the puck is cleared out. Hunter was unable to get set up. Picked up here by Tanner Donahue. Here's Tanner with the puck now. He'll skate it up. Donahue at neutral ice. Sends it to Parker Tilke. Goes off his stick, and Wang's going to pick it up. Otters unable to get set up here on the power play. Here's Donahue with the puck here. Back to Brody Crine. 1:08 left to go in the one-man advantage for the Otters. Now to Zender, a little too far for him. Donnie's going to send it back in. Otters got to check back up. We got to get this power play breakout here. Puck out to neutral ice. We got an icing call. Nope, they're clearing it. Puck out near side to Chase Johnston. Here's Chase Johnson with it. He blows a tire. Well, Klemic back after it. This has not been a good power play here for Fergus Falls. 35 seconds left in the one-man advantage. Here's Donahue with it up front. Left side now to Brant Sherman. He'll gain the zone. Chase Johnson with it. Along the far boards, the Otters have not got set up on this power play. Alexandria doing a good job on the kill. Here we go. Here's Chase Johnston with it now. Out high, fakes a shot, pulls it back out, walks in, slap shot, high over the top. Then it rides the dasher and comes back out. 8:12 to play. Otters trail 4-1 here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Puck down below us here. Colin Alt will play it in. And the goal. Alexandria. Now played back in by Brant Sherman. 7:46 to play. Otters trail 4-1 here on the Park Region scoreboard. Wrightsman tips it forward. Zender gets it. Drops it there for Chase Johnston. Puck out to neutral. Picked up by Zender. Now Johnson to Chase Johnston. Chase with it. Still with the puck through traffic. Trying to move it through traffic, and Ream picks it up. He blows a tire in the corner. He's out to the point. Donahue rips one, goes into the corner. Crine will hold the line. He'll send it. Otters got to check back up as it popped outside the zone. 7:05 to play. Here comes Olsen in on goal. Donahue rides him into the boards. Brady Olsen battling. Puck in the corner. 6:49 to play. Here comes Grady Olsen. Walks in, gets a pipe. Puck behind the net, far side of the net. Battle for it behind the net. Luke Johnson battling, along with Crine. Now Luke's going to try to get it out to neutral ice, and he does so. Otters get a much-needed change here as Hunter Welly comes on. Luke Warner, puck at neutral, 6:21 to play. Otters over the line. Luke Warner takes his man off the puck. Picked up there by number 13, Owen Klemic. Comes out high to Wang. Wang walks in, sends a shot. Look at shooting low blocker. And there's going to be a penalty here against Alexandria once again. Puck below the goal line. Comes back out, picked off, but it's touched. So the Cardinals are going to go back to the box at 11:05 of the period. And it's going to be a couple penalties. It's going to be 5-on-3 here maybe. Sounds like... So we got number 11 in the box. That's Brody Berg. Brody Berg into the box, and Luke Warner into the box for Fergus Falls. So 5-on-5, both at 11:05. Coincidentals. So 5-on-5. And so we only got 4 guys out there. We need another skater out there. So Donahue and Crine go out. And Brant Sherman comes off. Face off, won by the Cardinals. Quick shot. Brody Crine in the corner, kicks it over to the near side. Out to the point. Now below the goal line, over the far side, Miles Brightsman after it. Puck into the near corner. Parker Tilke tries to chip it out. Puck here at neutral. Picked up by Luke Johnson. Here's Luke, he'll lean in. After it in the corner. Scoops it up. And it's picked up and taken away, though, by Nick Schultz. To the near side. Now Crine will chase after it. Puck out at neutral ice. Hunter Welly's going to come on. Luke Johnson goes off. Off goes pass up to the near side. Parker Tilke out towards neutral. Caden Zender's going to come up with it. Zender's going to gain the zone. Leaves it for Welly. Olsen tripped on the puck. Now Zender will snap it out of there and pick it up. Here's Caden Zender. Right side to Brant Sherman. Otters trail 4-1 with 4:46. Tipped there by Welly. It goes up into the netting. Or not into the netting. Otters keep a little pressure on here. Puck played out to neutral ice. Alexandria will send it, and we get an icing call here on the Cardinals. Icing call on Alexandria here with 4:21 to play here on the Ottertail Telecom Park Region telephone scoreboard. Otters do get a goal from Welly, his third of the year in a power play at 12:45 of the third, assisted by Brant Sherman and Cullen Alt. So 4-1 is our score here in favor of the Cardinals here. Welly will take the draw here. Face-off's going to be won by Alexandria. Cardinals are going to come out of the zone. Nyberg, Chase Johnson, overskated the puck a bit. It's picked up now by Evan Klemick. Here comes Wang. And offsides here against Alexandria. Offsides call here on the Cardinals. 4:11 to play. Parker Tilke, Caden Zender, and Luke Johnson come out for the Otters. Crine and Donahue defensively. Luke's going to win the draw. It's going to be picked up by Crine. Tap forward. Luke Johnson's going to hustle after it on the forecheck. In the corner, see if the Otters can salvage something here. Puck down in the corner. Cardinals trying to move it out. Crine will try to hold the line. Tilke after it. Battling. Otters battling on the near boards, and away with the puck though comes Evan Klemick. Evan Klemick's going to gain the zone. Donahue sends him into the corner and send it back out to the point. Penalty here on Fergus Falls though. The Otters are going to go on the kill here. Alexandria still with the puck. Shot there, save made. Extra attacker on for Alexandria. Right side, Cardinals now. Shot there and a save made by Stenstrom. The Otters get the whistle. And that'll bring out the Otter penalty kill on the ice here in the power play for the Cardinals. And so Tilke's going to go in for the Otters here. And so Tilke at 13:39 of the period. Parker Tilke with a trip. So trip on Tilke. Power play on for the Cardinals. Cardinals with a puck. Far half wall. Out high. Shot save made by Stenstrom. That was off the stick of Nick Schultz. From the point. Shots are 32-24 in favor of Alexandria. Caden Zender will take the draw here against Owen Klemick. Draws one by the Cardinals. They'll send it down. Klemick picks it up along the wall. Comes out near side. Out to Brightsman. Sends it down to Owen Klemick. He'll circle back. Right side pass. Schneider hand. Shot, save made. Rebound is loose. And Zender did a good job. He saved it out of the mouth of the goal, and he put it right in Holdy's pads. So good job there. There was a shot, save made, and then Caden comes in and secures the puck. So Welly, Johnson, Warner, and Sherman on the ice here to kill for the Otters. Minute 19 left in the penalty to Parker Tilke. Quick shot, save made by Stenstrom. And then Welly's going to get over and clear the puck. He'll send it down. 2.5 minutes to play in the hockey game. Otters trail 4-1 here in the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Out towards neutral. Here's Olsen coming in. Stenstrom with a save. Puck behind the net. Luke Johnson trying to move it out. Picked up here by Brody Berg. He'll pull it back out. Brody Berg with the puck. Down low, out to Grady Olsen. Walks in, looks back door to Thornburg. On the half wall, Wang, it's going to pop out to neutral ice. And Zender will come on, Johnson will come off. Minute 50 to play. Here's Grady Olsen for Thornburg. Thornburg over the line, walking in to Brody Berg. Shot there, save made by Stenstrom. Power play, 13 seconds left. Grady Olsen walks in, back door, one-timer blocked to hit his own guy, I think. And the Otters get a clear out to neutral. 5 seconds to go on the one-man advantage here. Luke Johnson, Cullen out with a poke check. Good job by Cullen. He'll hustle down after it. Sends it all along the wall. And here come the Cardinals with numbers. 2-on-1 possibility. Good poke check that time by Tanner Donahue. Donahue with a good hit on his man. Luke Johnson with a good hit on his fella. Comes out to Ream. Here's Ream with it now. Through traffic. Turns. Ream picks it up once again. Alex kind of having their way, coming right through traffic. Shot hits the side of the net. 45 seconds to play. Cardinals out shooting the Otters 34-26. Draper with a shot. That's tipped out of there by the Otters. Puck behind the goal line. Holt puts a hit on his man. And then the Otters ice the puck as Cullen Alt sends it the length of the ice. 18 seconds to play. And an icing call here on Fergus Falls. 5 seconds to go. We'll have our post-game show coming up in just a little bit here. Otter girls lose 8-1. Otter boys trail in this one by a score of 4-1. But a power play here with 14.5 seconds left. Anderson in for the Cardinals. Luke will take the draw here against Owen Klimek. 13 seconds to go. Puck below the goal line, picked up by Owen Klimek. He'll ice it, that'll do it. Otters lose it here 4-1. Tough night for the Otter girls and the Otter boys here. That'll do it. The final score 4-1 here on your Park Region telephone scoreboard. We'll come back with our post-game show after this break. 4-1 Fergus Falls. Cardinals with 36 shots on goal. The Otters with 24. And we'll come back with our post-game show after this.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
Hey, welcome back to the post-game show. The Otters lose it by a score of 4-1. Let's look at the scoring in this one. And then I'll need a microphone for the coach here too, Billy. Is there still one there? So, all right, here we go. Let's run through the scoring here as Fergus Falls loses it here by a score of 4-1 on on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Alexandria at 9:35 of the period. The first of the year for Bennett Waldorf. That was assisted by Evan Klimek and Brody Berg. Made the score 1-0. Then Alexandria gets one at 14:02 of the period. And it is the third of the year there for Connor Wang, with an assist going to number 3, and that is Grady Olson. And that made the score 2-0. Shots on goal after the first period were 13-6 in favor of Alexandria. Alexandria then in the second period gets one 1:44 into the period. Yep, and it is the fifth of the year for William Thornburg, with one assist going to number 2, Aiden Schneiderhen. And that made the score 3-0. Shots on goal after the second period were 29-16 in favor of Alexandria. We head to the final 17 minutes of hockey, and Fergus Falls gets a goal to get on the board at 12:45. Of the third period, Hunter Welly gets his third of the year, assisted by Brant Sherman and also by number 28, Cullen Alt. That was a power play goal, made it 3-1. But then the Otters give up a power play goal at 6:05, and it's the sixth of the year for William Thornburg, his second of the game, and assists going to Brody Berg and Evan Klimek. And so 4-1 is our final score. Final shots on goal were 36-24. So 36-24 are shots on goal. We'll take a break. We'll come back and name our Toyota Quality Player of the Game.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Between muddy roads and dusty drives, your car takes a beating. Keep it shining with an unlimited car wash membership at Splash Express. Upgrade to the Platinum for a rust inhibitor, hot wax, and ceramic coating in one bundle. Stop by Splash Express next to Premier Meats in Fergus Falls.
Between practices, games, and late-night drives, who's got time to grocery shop? With Instacart from Service Food in Fergus Falls, order online and your groceries are ready for delivery. So you can cheer louder, not shop longer. Service Food of Fergus Falls.
Serving you best.
Welcome back to the Runestone Community Ice Arena, where the Cardinals beat the Otters by a score of 4-1 tonight. It's now time to name our Toyota Quality Player of the Game, brought to you by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. Lake Country Graphics is your apparel source for personalized printed or embroidered clothing and accessories. Go to yourapparelsource.com/Lake Country Graphics. Lake Country Graphics in Fergus Falls, 998-4027. Tonight it's going to be Hunter Welly, Junior Hunter Welly, as he gets his third goal of the year. So Hunter Welly is our Quality Player of the Game. Played a good game here tonight. I'm joined by Mike Donahue, head coach of the Otters. We'll stand up here, and you can hold this here, Mike. So, yeah, full night of hockey here, and tough one for the Otters. The girls drop one 8-1, and Fergus Falls boys 4-1. But comments on the game, Mike?
Yeah, Alec moved the puck. They play a fast game. They play a good transition game, like we talked about in the pregame, and we didn't have an answer for that in the first period, and they kind of just put us back on our heels, and trying to muster and find some offense once again was a real challenge.
2-0 after one, 3-0 after one, then Hunter Welly gets a rebound goal, and we had opportunities on the power play, and that was kind of the difference in the game tonight. We didn't get a lot of chances. We had to puck up the ice.
Our decision making, for whatever reason, on the power play wasn't very good. You give Alex some credit. They kind of ran a diamond and plugged through that neutral zone, but that should be a quick kick to the outside and another quick kick. We had a couple of plays where we had passes on sticks where we could have gained the zone, and it goes through our stick, so it's just a matter of some execution things. And then once we got it set up, Alec did a good job fronting shots. You need to be able to find shot lanes, and our guys have done a really good job all year on getting shots through. And for whatever reason tonight, Alec took those lanes away. At that point, you just got to circle back. Let's reset. If they have that shot lane, let's reset. We have 2 minutes. No reason to just rush that shot. But the way that they cleared bucks and the way that they challenged us to enter the zone, there's no reason to rush some shots, and we did that. I think, and that's normal. You get the puck, you feel like you've maybe had it too long. I'm supposed to shoot it. Well, the lane isn't there. Let's just back it up and reset again. So good lessons tonight.
Yeah, there was. We keep learning lessons here, and just some different changes before we get to our big section games too. Just some different looks too. But Holden played good in goal tonight too. He was steady, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. I wasn't very happy with our D zone. I didn't think our structure was very good. Guys kind of fishing for pucks. We weren't physical. We weren't tough. I didn't think like we normally are to play against in our end. So that's something that we're going to have to kind of readdress here. We've got a couple good days of practice before our next game, so that'll be good. Good film sessions, some good things to take away.
Yeah, so we get Thief River on Saturday, so you do get Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of practice, right? And Saturday afternoon game, and we played good last Saturday. We didn't come on the winning end, but let's have a good one this Saturday.
Yep, it's got to regroup and get after it, and hopefully keep working hard. The other night, I don't know if we're in very good shape either. I'm just talking to the coaches. You look towards the end of the periods, and Al kind of tilted the ice a little bit. So
yeah, yep. So
whatever, we might find some way to do it.
All right, okay, all right. Thanks, Mike.
All right, thank you.
Mike Donahue, head coach of the Otters, here as our post-game show is drawing to a conclusion. Fergus Falls lose it. Yep, you bet. Thanks, Mike. Otters lose it here by a score of 4-1, and yeah, we're going to kind of wrap things up here. We've been on the air since 5 o'clock, so thanks to Billy Lammers doing a great job getting me on the air, taking care of business here. But Otter girls lose it 8-1. Otter boys lose it 4-1. But Otter boys will be back on the ice, here on Saturday. And the Otter girls, too, they'll be back out on the ice coming up, I believe, Thursday. Lady Otters will get another crack. And I'm just looking through all my my papers here. Yeah, so good one here tonight. We're just going to wrap it up and kind of turn the page here after the Otters, both teams losing here tonight. But nonetheless, it was a good night here. And yeah, Otter girls will Thursday go to St. Cloud down to the MAC. So that's not a broadcast game, but I'm sure I'll be down there watching, cheering on the Lady Otters. All right, that'll do it for me, Mark Johnson. We will be back on the air Saturday on AM 1250 KBRF, also streamed on the Fergus Now app and on the Fergus YouTube channel, as Fergus Falls will take on Thief River Falls. Everybody have a great rest of the week, and then thanks for listening.
Thank you for joining us for a special KBRF Radio sports streaming presentation. Tonight's game is proudly brought to you by Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota player of the game, Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups, Park Region and your Park Region scoreboard, Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region timeout, the Minnesota Motor Company and your Minnesota Motor Company halftime show, Viking Cafe and your Viking Cafe keys to the game, Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy Incorporated, Fergus Falls Monument, Otter Tail Coaches, Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's, American Federal Bank, FM Bank, Service Food, Unsted Plumbing and Heating, Splash Express, American Legion Post number 30, Lake Country Graphics, LB Homes, and by Running Stitches. We hope you enjoyed tonight's sports streaming presentation. You can find this game and others by going to KBRFradio.com and clicking on sports streaming. The KBRF Radio